on your helps if you turn on your headset. Why, hello, welcome back to another Minecraft stream. Uh, I think Microsoft is going to sue me and say no, you can't. I don't know. Anyways, moving on. Yeah, so we're just developing Minecraft-like technology. But I don't know. I feel like they really have the ability to say we have the copyrights on. Oh yeah, I did that for various reasons. But yeah, so let's move on. So this is kind of where we're at. You can actually move around. I feel like there's quite a few bugs. Um, and sometimes he'll be going that way. He was going this way instead of when I was just holding W key. I should get the keyboard the last key so you can kind of but anyways, I mean you'll just have to trust me. And developing like this, you'll just have to understand that yes. So yeah, I feel like this is pretty cool. We don't have character interaction, um, and I turned off the gravity as well when I was cleaning up the code off stream. Um, and yeah, so one thing I was thinking about too is I'd like to start implementing some game features. And one thing I was thinking about too, and it's probably going to be extremely difficult um, because of the fact that when we get a plane, right? And then that plane is a set plane, you would have to use raycast to say where your mouse is. And that's kind of what we're doing. Well, raycast, but I don't know. It's kind of what we're doing with our characters, but in a data sort of way. Oops, it'd be nice if I can get some coordinates on the screen of like where I am and so I'm like, okay, what's happening here? But yeah, so getting the mouse, yeah, so getting the mouse, getting the more game elements. But I feel like to me, it's like we're not trying to turn this into a game. We're just trying to understand the technology. Um, yeah, and that's why. And then there again, I think we're in the what technology stack is this? This is the slab, which I feel like is the best. In looking at it, I feel like this is just the best. Um, yeah, so four slabs will equal a wall, basically. Um, yeah, so we could actually probably, I don't know if we can do that somehow. Uh, let's go create a new scene. We'll call this test walls. Um, yeah, so we need the what do we need? What do we got in prefabs here? Let me create a folder called prefabs. We probably have prefabs somewhere. No, I guess not. Okay, let me create a folder called prefabs. I'm gonna drop in our, oh God, what do we need? We need this. Yeah, so I want this to be here. Yes, I'm saving that, and I want to drop this into here. So here's my character. Let's drop him in at 0. Don't we have the ability to just drop in? I don't know if we have the ability to drop in game objects. Yeah, we should, right? It's just a yeah, so it's just the stone block geo right here. Yeah, so this stone block geo, right? And then we just drop this into the scene. Well, don't give me that. Oh, yeah. Okay, well, yeah, drop it into the scene. uh yeah, here. And this is going to be minus zero point 0.5, right? So this will have to be minus zero point 0.5, and then we're going to duplicate this, and oops, yeah, duplicate this, and then drag this to the left by 1, the 1 here, and then duplicate this uh, 4 more times, and we're going to drag this up to here. Um, yeah, so this is at 0. This is at zero point 0.5. This is 1. Yeah, and 1.5. Oh, it's like our okay, so what do we got? Yeah, so we got this idea. So now let's take our camera, do 45, 5 minus 3. There we go. Perfect. And hit play. So yeah, so now I get nothing. Oh yeah, yeah. So what do we got? So test Minecraft, get Yeah, game type. Yeah, yeah. So this is where you would have to say, I thought this would be the case because yeah, yeah, because I'm using game type here, and then the player height and block height, and yeah, and yeah. So really, I just want to ultimately just say maybe to shortcut this is just serialize bool create map equals false public bool create map equals the create map. It wasn't clear, by the way. This is like the second time I've done this. I didn't actually mention that, but I should like bring up that project if I can find it. Um, yeah. And then we want to say, um, test Minecraft. Test Minecraft. And we're in, we want to be in slabs. Oh, I guess it doesn't really matter, but I was thinking like you could do like here, you could actually take this and drop in the block prefab, and then here, yeah, and then from there, just do a reset, I guess, on this. Oh no, right here. Just do a yeah, do a reset, and then we got to drop it down to slabs. I don't know if that was worth it, but then here, and then I want to drop my unit right here, and I don't need to worry about my ground plane. So um, let's hope we're good, and then we'll just play and start handling any bugs we come across. Yeah, right here. Yeah, so this ground plane. So if ground plane not equal to null, um, yeah, to me it's like I don't want to have to put in stuff that I don't need. And yeah, and then this is the block dictionary, which is part of the blocks, right? Yeah, so you're gonna need blocks. Um, Now what's the block dictionary? Yeah, this feels like a singleton. Um, yeah, I mean this feels like a singleton, but let's not do that. I mean, yeah. I feel like yeah, so blocks. Yeah, I mean that's just a clear case of a singleton. It's basically singleton for me would be an object that is called from code and doesn't need to be there. Yeah. So yeah, so we really have a problem here of gravity. Do you not have gravity turned on? Oh yeah. Oh no, you do have gravity. Oh, but these blocks don't self-register. Yeah, so so these blocks don't register themselves, right? You come in here, yeah, see it's no blocks used. So that just seems to me is like under here is that we just do a register, right? So we just say blocks dot register register block, and we'll just say this, right? Um, and then we'll just create this function. So this would say, yeah, so this is one of the things I think about a lot when I'm developing Unity, is the fact that I'm trying to develop a system, right, that is like, okay, well, so I want to add the graphics monogeo dot position. Do I have the position? No, I don't even have the position. Okay, whatever. The position. Oh, it's the block index, right? And then the graphics mono geo. We'll just name this the block geo. Um, yeah. And then this should now register a lot of the blocks. Yeah, there we go. So now we can actually, um, cool. Now there's an interesting point. um, yeah, I feel like that gravity doesn't work when there's nothing under it, right? So our gravity is saying we're under this block right here. Yeah, right here. But then this block is saying that it's at -1. So really the block index needs to have, um, yeah, um, yeah. So I feel like to me, Yeah, these are tiles, right? These are stone. Here, let me open up this. This is actually going to be called something called, oh, well, it's actually there, right? No, okay, no, this is there. Um, this is just the tile. So like when this is the tile data, right, that I'm looking at is this piece of code right here is the tile data. And this right here is the block data, where it's like you have two pieces of code in the block data. Um, yeah, so it's like to me, it's like we actually talked about this way up here and the blocks. Yeah, right here. Minecraft Hamlet has one block space per block. Everything else is an if block numbers of space. We need to convert block space into usable blocks if we're 10, we have up to 10 node spaces per block. Like, and those would be tiles, right? Up to 10 tiles per block. Um, yeah, it's just how I think about it in terms of me. Um, yeah, so this position right here is at is in a node. This is a node position. It's the idea that you're at 000 is a node position, and your center, which I don't know, we have like, and then here, let me create an empty. This is my center node position, right? Which is 0.5 zero point 0.5. So this is my position that's in the world at 000, right? So my block index is 0 in this case, right? So this 0th block is right here. And then this block space, right, is at 0.5. So if you run it, it says, okay, I'm now at this block is now at the block index of -1 because you're in that -0.5 space, right? So under that scene, under the prefab here, you're at, if this was -1, right? So if this block space was -1, right there again, so our block node position is at 1 in Minecraft, essentially. And then our slabs, right, is at, um, yeah, this is at -0.5. So when we create a tile, like here, let me create an empty, and we'll call this tile geo, and then we'll like duplicate this, here, let me uh, delete this, duplicate this, and drag this into here, right? So we're at -0.5, 0, well, do I need to be 0, 0? Yeah, no, I can be 0, 0, 0, right? So I'm -0.5, and this is at 0.25, right? Because that's, you have to adjust, oh God, and this is actually at zero point 0.5, right? The local position is at zero point 0.5, but the world position is at -0.5, -0.5. It's really frustrating because of the fact, like, well, I could technically, what I could do is say, okay, what I should do is to sort of get this much more realistic, right? Is you take this out of here, and then you can drop this back into here. Oh no, I guess you can't. Okay, never mind. You can only do this in world, I suppose. So this stone block right here is at zero point 0.5. Really, the stone block here should be, um, could be like this, right? If we take this and this, um, and there, now we're actually, well, this should actually be at -1, right? And then this is at -1, and it's not displaying. I mean, we could, right? We could just display the block anyways, and we'll be fine, right? And so now I feel like we're not displaying it correctly. Why is that? Oh yeah, I guess it is. So there again, like this block needs to say, it needs to walk the tree, right? For each of the blocks, in its objects, in its, God, how would I, here, let me say here, God, why is this so small? Okay, on the awake, what we're going to do is we're going to come up in here and we're going to say game objects, and we're going to say a header, the game data viewer, right? And I want to say I'm going to have a serialized field of no, a list of game objects, and these are going to be the tiles. The block tiles equals null, and then we're going to come in here and we're going to say, okay, block tiles. Right here, after before you register, we're going to say that we're a new block tiles, and we're going to say uh, we have a mesh renderer. No, we have objects, right? So under our objects, we're going to say the this is the so this for each var item in objects of the int the Minecraft type, right? The whatever the type is dot children dot no dot transform dot children, yeah, child can, I guess. Okay, right? So we can say yeah, let's just say no, say for int I, yeah, like this, and we're going to say this I in the child count is equal to here. We're going to get rid of this and get rid of this, and here we're going to say block tiles dot add the objects of the int. Here, let's just say 0, just so we know what we're dealing with here. And then we're going to say transform dot get child, uh, get child of I dot game object, right? Yeah. So we're woo. This is complicated. No, this is no, this is not. Oh yeah, no, this is the correct, right? So dot transform dot get child. We're adding it to the list of game objects. Where's your? Cannot convert from game object of what? Oh, are you game mouse? Wah, 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 wah. Game object. Yep. Okay, there we go. And yes, I need to fix this here as well. I want game objects because, I mean, it could be tile objects, but really, I mean, it should be tile objects, but right now we're just calling it game objects. Um, you know, it could be, yeah. So now what we need here is this 0 needs to be replaced to the, God, do I have this? The game type here. Yeah, this object dot game type, and your how how do you yeah, whatever the game type is set to. Yeah. So this is what I'm looking for right here is the game type um, is my integer, and then if I hit play, uh, my block here will have block tiles, and they have 2 block tiles. So if they change the game type right to Minecraft, for instance, uh, to Minecraft, then we're going to go back and we're going to see our block tiles is how many are there? There's 1 because so we're pulling the game type, right? So this is the game type and we're pulling these objects out of, and there again you can add in extra data here, it doesn't matter because our objects are is this list. So it's Minecraft, Hamlet, Haven, Dwarf Fortress, slabs, right? And then we're pulling that slab, which is kind of what we're working on here. And there again, like this character is now saying, "Hey, um, yeah," and he's all kind of bonkers because of reasons. Why is he not? Why is he shooting straight up? That's interesting. Why do you think your unit space is below? Oh, you don't have a block under, but you don't think you're. Huh? Interesting. Okay. Well, but yeah, but then you're. Yeah. Yeah. It's like wow. Okay. Yeah. So now you're responsible. I feel like to me the gravity just doesn't. It stops after a few checks, so it probably should. But yeah, but you can see we can kind of get on top of this block. We can get in the middle, because we're kind of doing various checks and not doing it correctly. But yeah, and that's now we're trying to avoid that by saying, okay, here's all the block tiles, right? And especially, on the, let's see, on the, like, let's say it's the Hamlet. Yeah, Hamlet has, yeah, whew, yeah. So Hamlet has, I think Hamlet doesn't have as nearly as many blocks. Yeah, they only have the single tile. So really, right? So that's an issue. I feel like Minecraft is correct, right? Because it's a single block instance, right? That controls everything. Slabs are correct. This is correct, right? But this actually needs to say, wow, yeah, we need to say 10 tiles here. Um, yeah, is that worth it? I guess it might be if we're going to continue down this path. Guess I have to, yeah, I don't know, 0. And then we'll just say dot, 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 8, 9. So this is, point 1, point 1, point 1.5, uh, point 2. God, how many are there? 0.25. I think there's 20 of them. Oh my God, I think there's 20 of them because we're only through. So these 5, yeah, there's 20. We need 20 blocks to replicate this. Yeah, so this is point 0.3, 0.35, and point 0.4. Oh no, oops. Yeah, no, 0.3, 0.35, 0.4, 0.45, and 0.5, right? Yeah, so we've gotten now half a slab of data, right? We have essentially now half a slab of data, and now we need to duplicate this one more time. Um, yeah, and then this needs to be here. Let me say 0.55, and then yeah, so this is 0.6, 0.65, and I should just do this in code somehow. 0.7, 0.75. We're almost there, people. Don't worry. I'm insane. I know. 0.85, 0.9. What? Did I screw up somewhere? Oh, yeah, here we go. 0.85. This is 0.9. Yeah, there we go. 0.95. And then, oh, actually, we don't need this one, right? Because it's not 0.1. We don't want 0.1 anymore. Oh God, and these are all need to be reversed too. Yeah. But there again, so now we have, this is actually considered one full block space, right? Feel like this is one full block space. And then again, like, so the collider, right? This box collider is saying, hey, we're in one full block space. Um, yeah, cool. Um, but yeah, so to me, it's like, um, it's amazing how talking for a month straight can kill your voice. But anyways, yeah, so, and again, I was just thinking too, so if we're going to bring mouses into this, right? We basically need to like duplicate this, unpack it completely, right? And then we need to essentially undo all the damage we just did. Um, and we'll call this cursor, mouse cursor geo. Um, yeah, and then from Haven to here, and essentially I need to like, um, yeah, let me remove this component and come in here and we'll say, because I mean, I guess I want a mouse eventually, so let me say mouse cursor. I'm gonna need a mouse just to have fun. And then I'm going to do here. And then my mouse cursor is actually going to copy a bunch of code, right? So we're going to come in here and we're going to essentially copy this entire section here, right? We're going to copy this entire section here and drop it into here. And then we're going to say, hey, yeah, so we've got a block index. Yep, we need that. We have a block tile height. Yes. We don't need the material type. Yeah, we don't need a material type. We do need a game type, right? And then we don't need the materials, the MRs. We do need the objects, and we don't need that. Okay, so now we can just start getting rid of stuff. We're not trying to register this. Oh, we don't need to set the game type. Oh, yeah, no, we do need to set the game type from here. And then we don't need to, yeah, so what we technically want to do is rename this to the game type cursor, right? Something like that. And then why is my game type not being dumb? Oh, I don't have an accessor. Public game types, game type equals the game. Yes, yes, yes. Come on. Why are you arguing with me? There. In fact, I actually should probably make this change over to on the block graphics here. Here would be here, and then from here, I just want to use this one. Here, here, here. Probably here. Yeah, okay. And then, what else do we got here? Yeah, so I don't need the materials. Yeah, so I do need the objects, and then and then I just rename it. Okay, perfect. Could that be a base class? It might be able to be, but like, let's just not think about that right now because it's not as important as it could be. And then I just essentially want to make this no, 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 stop. I want to lock this, not make it static, and I want to say that my objects are these objects right here. And then this is my mouse element. And if I hit play, well, let me actually do one more. Oh, oh crap, I did something dumb. Yeah, let me remove the top one. I actually want to do one more piece of code. Um, da, 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 da. God, I'm trying to find something I can't find. How how stupid I am, I suppose. Oh, isn't it part of the player input? Yeah, part of player input would have this piece of code right here. I know. OCD. That's a trait I should get rid of somehow. Okay, so essentially we want the transform dot position to equal input dot mouse position at some point in our life. I feel like that's not going to be good enough, but yeah, it might. Yeah, yeah. So now we need to do the mouse code, which is yeah. So I'm going to copy that over, but that's yeah. And then two, you look at the here, let's just turn this off, and I don't need this. Well, oh, I'm locked. I see. Yeah, I'm locked on here. So I want to turn this one off and hit play, and then this will say, okay, we're in Hamlet, right? So that's our current. So everything's in Hamlet, and then you look under here. Yeah, we got our tile elements that we pulled in under our block tiles. Okay, here, let me go snatch a piece of code. Hub. Yeah, I think it's in here. It's where I could steal the singleton behavior too, but I don't know. I should be building this in the. I don't know. I do want this to be a separate piece of code. So, we want to steal. Oh, Micaiah won't know. Oh, right here, canvas. Okay. Yeah. I want to steal this piece of code. Actually, I want to steal two pieces of code out of here. So let me copy all of this, and we'll say under this, we'll come in here and we'll say, let me say create folder, we'll call this game 16, just for my own personal hilarity. And we're going to say world mouse, and we're going to paste all this in here. Okay, well, that was short-lived. Copy all this, paste it in here, and there we go. So we got this nice piece of code. Um, you know, you didn't catch my other live streams? Oh my goodness. Well, go catch my other live streams. Now we actually need to create an empty. God, I feel like I just, yeah, and then we're gonna, do I have a resource here? No, of course not. I mean, why would I have a resource? Okay, well, let's just create a 3D object for, oh, I don't, I'm not gonna like that. We come in here, yes, and then open the show and explore. I want this prefab because it's a preset element that it's got tons of little data with it that I can't copy and paste from different unities. I wish I could at some point. I don't feel like I might. Why not, right? So here again, it's just a button, and then I'm just gonna import the TMT Pro material, blah blah blah, good. And then this button actually needs to say, um, yeah, this is kind of what I wanted, was that color values, but yeah, and I don't care about all this. And then this is the UI button, and this is the UI tint, which I don't care about right now. I just want a button. Um, and then I want to go steal another piece of code that is this piece of code. Again, so you can see that game 15. Ha ha ha. I'm so funny. Um, I just chose a random number and called it 15. That's all it means. So this is going to be UI game, and then this is going to sit right here, and then this is going to say um, right here, and then I can get rid of this, and then get rid of this, and then you're just going to say tmp pro.textmex pro UGI, and then you're just going to say the mouse. Yeah, perfect. And then that's it. So this just basically takes this text element and links it to the world mouse position. And then, now I need to drop the world mouse position in here. Oh, sorry. Ugh, stupid bug. Yes. Cancel. What are you doing? There we go. Okay. And then that's 0. This is just 000. This button actually needs to be on the, oh God, what the? Oh, okay. Yeah, I see what the problem is. I need a canvas. No, not a camera, a canvas element. No, this all needs to sit in a canvas element, and then this can now hopefully, and then this canvas element, the only thing I want to do is just scale with screen size, 1366, 768. It's what is it? There we go. Now I should be able to say, yeah, top left, uh, -10, -10. Oh, there we go. So we got a button on the screen. We got a UI button. Oh, and we need a world mouse object. So now you can have a mouse object, right? So now if I have a mouse object, I can now um, move that mouse object around. Oh, and also too, the other thing I forgot is this actually requires a this requires, under the camera, let's say we're going to create a 3D object of a cube. 3D object of a cube, and we're going to say this turns off the mesh renderer, and you're going to say, I don't know, 15 by 15, and we'll see what. So this, I basically need to recreate this plane, the world plane we're talking about here, right? And so under here. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. This is here. Let me say here. We'll just do this. I don't need this. You're not at 5, -3. I think you're at like negative 0.2, 0.5. Um, yeah, so that creates a plane that I can now access with my camera under the viewport, right? Yeah, and really this should be like a camera rig. So let's turn this into a camera rig at 5, 0. Well, negative. Yeah, that sounds good. Um, Let me create an empty scene, scene location. Like I'm gonna try this. See that when I created that scene location, it gave me 5, -3. So I just want to try this idea that this is going to be, yes, that's kind of where I want my camera, but I want to eliminate that. And there, now my camera is at 5, 3. Although it should be like -3 here, I think. And then this should be 0 here. And I feel like that's going to be, because I want the camera to be back when it's looking forward. And then I can look at let me do this. I can look at my scene now. And why don't I get, oh, I need gizmos, right? So gizmos. So that essentially I want my camera to be able to, and really, so this cube, this is the world plane cube or something, be a little bit more. And then I sometimes like to put my light under my, there we go. So now if I create an empty here, are you going to be at 0, 0, 0? Nope, of course not. For some reason, yeah, I guess my camera, I don't know, I guess it's the camera. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure why they would do that to you. But okay, so from here, oh, the world camera plane, it's a box glider. Oh, this is like point 0.5, point 0.5. Um, ah, I don't know. Oh, did I do something wrong? Oh, I guess I don't need that at point 0.5, point 0.5. Okay. So hopefully now that I can move this around. To my UI, my world. Yeah, see, so I'm not sure. Hamlet cursor. Oh, okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. So what's technically happening? Here, let me say da 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 da. Here, let me set this to a trigger, and I want to say that the issue here is I applied a stupid transform, so I don't need this all that, and I don't even need it. I forgot that I have an object here. So this will now yeah, so now I can actually see where I'm at in the world um, with my mouse. And then on the top right, it will now tell me, yeah, so this is great. So to me, it's like now if I just say, hey, create map, right? So now I can actually create this map. Oh, and we don't have materials for some reason. Why is that? Oh yeah, no, test sand is a example. Blocks is we're good. We got directional light. Yeah, we don't need anything more than unit space. Huh. Hmm. Well, sand was just a piece of code. Yeah, so I don't know. I'm not sure why we lost her. Here, did we hit play? Is this apparently not. But yeah, but okay. Oh, oh yeah, so the sand is create yeah, and they're applying gravity. So this is technically supposed to be sand. Oh, by the way, um, I found a bug, and I was waiting to showcase it with you guys, so we should do that. And maybe that's why this is being really annoying. And the other thing too, I feel like to me the unit space should just take the camera, yeah, and that should give me the ability to walk around with a camera now. Um, but yeah, so the bug is actually, let's see, so like to me it's like you look at gravity for instance. It's like just applies gravity to our blocks and our units, to do apply more than a weight, see FPS. Oh yeah, this is then a standard um wait time. I didn't say the code. I didn't say the comments are amazing. So this is like the FPS changes. So that's kind of a note to me to kind of think about. But yeah, so it's like I've added just a ton of, so again, like I don't really do this very often, but I know there's a to do. Oh yeah. Oh my goodness. Fix the bug with the dirt, right? So if you look here, um, when we were going through this, I mean, we changed a few things here and there, but we, did not. God, I don't remember. Fix the bug with the dirt, new material type. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. So this right here is setting a tile, right? So when we set a tile, oh God, I guess yeah, yeah. So we create this tile as dirt, right? And then we set the tile. Is that all? Um, Anyways, I'm just saying that, yeah, like, yeah. So when we set the tile here, right, we take the two material and we apply it. But up here, um, yes, we have to give it a default tile, right? So we could actually just say, hey, no, we're good. Let me cut this out here, which I could probably honestly should just leave it here. But when we set this tile up originally, we're creating a block index and we're setting the tile, but we're not using our material type. So it's like, it's a little frustrating that, yeah. So I kind of left that out. This is the new material type, um, the material of our block. And there again, you could have multiple materials per tile, but I'm not sure why. It's interesting that um, yeah, interesting that yeah, so these are grass. Yeah, so it should be grass, dirt, grass, stone. Oh, I wonder if we're probably not applying all the materials to all the types, right? So on the graphics mono geo, yeah, when we set the materials, yeah. Oh, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. So this is the MRs of the mesh renders, but really this, yeah, really we can get rid of this now and say that this is the block, the MR, and then we say the get material, get component material here, and then we say the material will equal, oh God, main texture. No, how do I? Oh, it's the renderer, right? I want the renderer material dot material. Yes, yeah. So now I can get the renderer's material and apply it to the. Yeah, there we go. Apply it to the block tiles. Uh, to do to do apply each tile type's material individually. Individually. So right now we're just in individually individually we're just taking, the 20 tiles. It really just seems like to me that the the sense of the word that I'm getting here is really we need to say under. Oh, this is different here. Let's just get rid of this. I feel like we're done there. Here, let me get rid of this too because we can just reopen it if we want to. But really, it's saying to me is we need a C# script here called tile go, and then under the stone block here, um, yeah, I need to say, um, yeah, like here, yeah, so like here to here. Except for that, we just need a tile geo component, which I probably should put. I don't know. Anyways, but yeah, and then really, but anyways, and then the same thing for here, 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 and here. Um, yeah. So now we can now apply the material here to our types, right? So, um, yeah, it's 10,000 here. Let me clean up the code because yeah, it used to be like when you have these right here, they would run even because they're active, and it probably still is the case. I don't know, but if you delete those, then it doesn't have those anymore. Um, but yeah, so now we can individually apply tile material to each of our tiles because each of those would have a material. Um, cool. Yeah, and I feel like they're again like so you can see now we're really 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 showcasing some bugs here. Whew. It's time for some sugar. Yeah, so um I feel like the only one that's actually working right now is probably Minecraft because it's yeah, it's just so simple on the block calculations. Oh, and I guess is this because of sand? Here, let me under test Minecraft, let's say here I want to do something like I should explain why I'm doing these things. So this is at negative 5,000. Um, I want to say that this graphics mono geo here doesn't, yeah. So essentially what I'm thinking here is like, okay, so when we build a whole bunch of blocks, right? And we say, hey, I want to build a block. And if I say I want to build a block at, you know, um, I don't know, uh, 111, right? So to me, it's like if I come in here and I say, okay, I'm going to build this block. So I build the block. And then if I come into my blocks and I say, well, what blocks have I used? Um, I want to say that there's probably a 111 twice in here somewhere. And it's probably really hard to indicate that as I'm looking for it. It's hard to, yeah. Um, God, why are you? Yeah, anyways, it's really hard to indicate that for me. But I feel like if that is that going on. And so to me, it's like when we register the block now, this registers the block. Um, Now, so, and this indicates to me that this is going to have to say, yeah, negative 9,000, because it has to boot up before, and then we add the block. Yeah, and here we say else destroy the block, destroy, game object, destroy, geo.game object. I wonder if that's almost the case at that point, right? Because, and then some of these blocks, yeah, these blocks will go away, and then, oh, yeah. But if I do that, then I can't set the position because I'm now, oh, trying to apply gravity to a block. Yeah. Oh yeah. So the block under. is null if the block under not equal to null, I guess. Yeah, it's just, yeah. Yeah, there we go. But then why did you? Oh, because the blocks, when they add them here, and yeah, so it contains the block index. We're destroying this game object, and we do that for gravity. Oh, 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 crap. Yeah, so in gravity can't do that. So let me say in gravity we have to do something different. Let's say um do the block, get the component of this block. We add the block to the index, and what we need to say is add move. Like this should actually say move block, right? So move. All right, so this is going to say move. Um, and then yeah, and then bool. Yeah, yeah. We should really say vector 3 previous position equals transform dot position. And if this is true, then we're good. Oh, this is equals false. I want to say transform dot position equals previous position. And then I want to say this is blocks dot move. We just can't add blocks now because that just doesn't make sense here. So really I want to say is public static move, and then move, and I want to say bool. And if this is true, I'll return true, and we'll return false. Here, return false. Because we weren't able to move the block. Basically, we're moving the blocks down. We're trying to add it to this current block position. If there's already a block position there, we can't move it into that index. That actually might solve. Oh, and the other thing too I want to do is instead of destroy, um, let's just say geo.gameObject.setActive to false. You know, to do uh, return return this to the pool behavior. hmm so this block and this block is good. I'm not sure why we're not getting the Minecraft blocks. Guys, block dictionary. When we create the block, yeah, set tile. This is the only time we add it, right? Find all references. Oh, you also add it here. Oh, no, no, okay, this is yes. Yes, okay, that's good. I'm like, yeah, you also add it there. Well, yes, of course. Um, yeah, okay. Oh, is that find all references? Oh my God, that's cool. Yeah, so this is the only time it adds the block, and it contains the block, false, adds the block, returns, well, it doesn't really care. And then this is the blocks. Yeah, so it registers the blocks through the add. Um, by the way, so to me, I'm thinking this like says, okay, this says to me that I want to come in here, and these are, I want to say default execution order is minus, 7,000 or something. If the block's there, I want it to be like these blocks are preset. So I want to load all those blocks into the thing, and then, yeah. Okay, so this, oh yeah, but you need the, Yes, you need the game type. Yeah. Okay, so that really says to me um, that this is doing too much, and now that we're kind of turning this into a game. Refactor! Yay! Let's just call this, game 16 right here. We're just going to say game 16. This is like, I feel like I'm Iron Man at this point. I'm Iron Man! I admit it! I'm Iron Man! Close all but this. I mean, I feel like Iron Man and how much code I write, but yeah, so then so I just say, hey, you're good. Um, God, I really need to steal that singleton. Like, yeah, not bad. It's my code. Wish I'd, I guess I should, here, let me, oh, I guess that was the other one. We didn't get chat active, people. Oh my God, let's get chat active. Um, yeah, so if I come in here and say, sorry. Yeah, I was talking to Ian. Or said hi to Ian, I guess. I don't know. Let's go to go live. I figured this out. I was trying to figure out how to get back to this features, but and then under the stream, I could say, hey, people could be chatting. I wouldn't even know it. There we go. Now we can say, welcome to the chat. Yeah. Welcome to the chat, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I don't know. I wish this wasn't so, can I break this out? To pop out chat. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Okay, people, we can pop out chat. Let me get the chat up here. Wow, why is that so small? What is wrong with this window here? Okay, well, there we go. Okay, got it. Wow, what is wrong with this chat?
Top chat. Welcome to live chat.
Oh, no, I'm good. I'm good. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay. How do I make this bigger? Okay, well, there we go. Chat's enabled. Sorry. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So we're coming up with game 16, and we need to cut out some code here, which I feel like the game type, for instance, is really where it's like, hey, by the way, I'm failing. So I'm like, okay, I get it. And let's drop this into here. I don't know. I guess we'll drop this into here. And then we'll say, oh yeah, this is default execution order of minus 8,000 or something. And that will cause 10,000 errors to fix. Oh, apparently not. Okay, so this is game 16. This is not the 16th game I've made. It's just an arbitrary number. So yeah. So, oh, this is game 16 game type. Print. Oh yes. Okay. Oh, and now. Okay, I'm gonna go steal that code. I'm sorry, people. I'm stealing code. I was asking chat what they thought about that, but chat was like, "Go ahead, it's your code." Oh, thanks, chat. I appreciate it. Oh, let's go into game engine 15 assets, game engine 15 base, and I want to steal. Essentially, I want to steal this. God, let's just take it all. Steal it all. And then here, let's create a folder. Call this game engine 15, and then we'll go show and explore, and then yeah, there we go. Okay, so yeah, so let's walk through some of this, I guess. So this is, I'm not releasing this, but it's just basically a singleton. So the only difference is, which if you look at like, so game 16, for instance, is if this, like, let's say, is this a game mono behavior? And then you say game 16, right? Okay, cool. And now we can just get rid of all this and we're good. Sweet. And I think like this is going to have to be a capital. But you read here, it says this is a game-specific mono behavior. We are expected not to be in a game object in the editor. Oh yeah, we are called when we need pathfinding, blah blah blah. Yeah, this could create the instance, the singleton behavior. So yeah, so this game mono behavior for me is a specific mono behavior that I don't care about, like blocks, right? We are just talking about that as blocks. Oh, I just saw it as I was. Blocks is the same thing. We don't care about blocks. There's no, well, we do care, but we don't care until we care. Yeah. Now here you have to actually go set public override on awake. Um, and yeah, I feel like the only issue with this is the fact that on game six, no, now we need a piece of code to say, that's going to run, right? To me, it's like it's sort of a quandary that right here, it's returning my block height. Oh God, why am I need my block height? Oh, okay, yeah. So block height feels like okay. That's a. Here, let me cut this out. Let me say this and this. Uh-oh, do I have to answer this? Oh, I guess I do. Let me. Just a sec.